Guys, this has to be a quick one. I know, I say that shit all the time. It's also kind of like an unboxing where you don't get to see me open the box. So I got a package in the mail from Jim today, some more parts for the woman's build, the next phase after we do the youth one, and he also enclosed a couple of things for me. This one is Hop On or Die Ale, 6.8%, and DOA IPA, Day of the Dead beer, and it has, as Tardisius would tell you, it has a semi-collectible bottle cap. And I do save all my bottle caps. Usually, eventually, somebody says, hey, do you have any bottle caps for, you know, my project? You know, maybe they're doing a bar top or something, and so, yeah. There was 2 things in the box, both of them lived this time. And right off the bat, it looks like Florida swamp water. It's kind of a combination of a fruity and an earthy IPA. And I'm out of time, Mr. Holster. Cheers. Let's get to those comments. Tenda. First was Aunt Keck. Then Aunt Keck again saying, Shelby. Aunt Keck, okay, all is well in the universe. Aunt Keck, another top or 10 plus with the Beer Brew Babe. Wow. Smile Money, second Aunt Keck. Fumesh 12, Rich, third. EMT Rail Fan, May the 4th be with you. Woohoo! Top 5. Okay. I'm going to go with Unusual. Product of Mexico. Jim's trying to kill me. Rich again. Wow. I like your idea of show prep. Totally delicious. Oh yeah. Little mezcal. Some smoked king salmon. Oh my god. And oof. I love that window scene. Rich again. I can't wait to see what Jay has done with that delicious Desert Eagle. Yeah. Me too. Not that there's anything wrong with a Desert Eagle all by itself, but, you know, I don't know the total history on it. I know that, and I know, you know, the guy that, I can't remember the name of his channel now. Jim would be typing right now. Jim bought it from him, and then I got it from Jim, and, you know, I don't know if they anodized the frames or what, but you could distinctively see everybody that has owned that pistol was a right-handed shooter because the coating where it had a handprint basically on it. Speaking of Jay, El Tenda, Jay, Travis, sorry, Travis is like, give me a call when you can, so I tried calling and didn't get an answer. And then John Huber called, and I spent too much time on the phone with John Huber, and then Travis tried calling me back, and then I had some information for Jay and for El Tenda, and I know how El Tenda gets. And I said, don't fucking call me. I'm doing a brew review. So this, El Tenda, this is your way of not calling me. That's cool. Yes, Jay. Yes, yes, it will. John Solar 283, top 10, suck it, Joey. And Keck. John Solar 283, no sir, you made it in the top 5. At least he's keeping track. And Keck, good guy with a gun, stops, kills mass shooter at Oklahoma restaurant. I doubt this will get any media attention. Maybe a small paragraph in the papers or a 15-second news clip. I heard nothing about it. But that's the way it is, because they can't be honest. Because if they're honest, you know, what happens in every culture where the government removes the citizens' ability to defend themselves? Step forward, millennials. Show us how smart you really aren't. John E. Concho, glad to hear you had a week of summer. Laugh out loud, cheers, and it looks like mezcal is evaporating in the heat. El Tenda. El Tenda. El Tenda. Yeah, it's, I mean, I just opened it, so. Oh, Stephen Bush. I know, Steve, I told Steve I'd show him this. Was in the process of starting to take Alicia apart, because I'm getting ready for the parts from Odinworks. But, you remember that billet door that I told that came in the tack pack? I decided to put it over here for a couple of reasons. One, I think at a certain point I can actually do too much in red, and as it's planned right now, there might be something temporarily there because it's out of stock, but I want to do the anodized red Ambi selector from Odinworks, the new one. It's got like a paddle on the front, paddle on the back, on both sides. They're also sending me their mag release, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to work here. It might. If it does, then that'll be anodized red. I ordered front and rear pins in anodized red, and I ordered a little something to go right here in anodized red. And the funny thing is, Joey, is it almost holds more rounds all by itself than you can legally have. Yeah. Oh, and the latch on the charging handle is going to be anodized red. So, you know, it's possible to do too much. So, but now between me and you guys, the reason that I decided to go with the billet is I thought it looked kind of cool because it doesn't have all the shit on it that a normal dust cover door has. Not to mention, if I could find someone that does laser engraving, what do you think I might put right there? Any guesses? Oh, and by the way, let's see, oof. Aunt Keck, Yeah, screw you, Joey. Yeah, fuck Joey. Rich from Master212, another fine review, brother. Cheers, my friend. Thank you, Rich. Gunwild, ain't nothing wrong with some good head. No. Gunwild again. Speaking of good head, the Brew Babe rocks. Jim, you know what this is sort of reminding me of? That alligator whatever one that you sent one time. It has this, like, pineapple grapefruity thing happening. And then something else. Maybe it's like the Corona plant. Anybody believe that rumor? The Mexican workers pissing the Corona? I heard that. I mean, that was like a thing going all the way back to the first time I ever said, hey, have you ever had a Corona? Someone said, you don't want to get one of those. The Mexicans piss in it. Why would they do that? Let's go in America. Oh. So this might be urine I'm tasting. And Keck just had a I'll be right back moment without even leaving. Gunwild 1, Abigail Ratchford can wash my car anytime. Yeah, I'd name my penis car. Gunwild, try Joe Bob Outfitters for your AR9 buffer in spring, and he gives me a link. Gunwild, I actually found one last night, but I'm over here looking at the link you sent, and it was like, you know, they got a lot of they got a lot of good stuff there. I was kind of shocked to see that they have the Arma spec. Now I don't understand what the hell the difference is here. They have the Arma spec sound mitigation buffer in 9mm, which unfortunately is sold out. Normal price is $45, on sale for $42. And then they have one that looks like the AR, the 5.56 version that I got in the TAC pack. And that one they say is the Stealth Recoil 9mm. And that one is on sale for $75. And they both look relatively the same, so what the fuck? Why is one $45 and one regular price $45 and one regular price $79? I don't know. Also, long story short, this had a Spikes Tactical T2 heavy tungsten buffer, and I'm not sure what spring was in this. It wasn't a David Tubbs. That's what I normally run, is the Tubbs a flat wire. So I swapped this out for that sound mitigation buffer from Armaspec. So I'm going to be trying that in the 24-inch. And here's the funny thing. Right now it has a buffer with the same initials as Stephen Bush has, and it has the brake on it that I purchased because Stephen Bush said to. Now, in case you're wondering, does it sound any different when you charge it? I don't think it has quite as much of a... I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I guess the difference would really be when we shoot it. Let's try that now. Oh, forgot ammo. So this I might be taking out if the weather is nice, and it's not planned to be nice, but either tomorrow, or probably not tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff I have to do. Sunday we may go out to the shack, and if we do, I will be bringing this with. The only thing I'd really like to do is one of the things that Jim sent for the woman's build was the aluminum Strike Industries Ultimate Dust Cover Door. The aluminum version of it. Those are awesome. I might pick one of those up, or a couple of them, and have them on hand, but I'd like to pick up one of them and put it on that guy right there. And then Jim sent an adjustable gas block from Odenwork, and he sent the gas tube. So we're slowly knocking away, except for Jim. You shouldn't be doing all of the fucking parts yourself. But I appreciate it, because I know where he's at. The shit has to get done. That gun should be already en route to Jim. And Jim, just so you know, I'm not going crazy on anything. It's going to have basically a light mock-up. I can maybe, enough that I can show it before I kind of break it down and send it to you. Like, for instance, one of the things that Strike Industries aluminum ultimate dust cover door comes with is some rubber bumpers that you can put on it, and I'm obviously not going to stick those on and put those on it, because that would really piss Jim off, because Jim has to paint or Duracoat this whole project. So things like that, Jim, for instance, make sure to hang on to all that shit, make sure it goes back in the box. I was kind of eyeballing it up, and it looks like the dimple that's already in the Wilson Combat barrel doesn't really line up with the gas block. Usually the gas block should be pushed. Well, maybe. I mean, I guess there's one way to find out. I have that AR-15 gas block kit. I could see, because I can tell you right now, if the gas hole, leave your fucking comments, if the gas hole doesn't line up with if the gas hole and the gas port turn out to not coincide with the shoulder of the barrel, because right now I can tell you, if I had tightened up the back set screw on the Odenworks, it's the gas block would stop shy of hitting that, and that is the case sometimes. So I'll have to check that out, but definitely need to get rolling on this, so that what we need to do is we need to get to our first goal of $5,000 on Justin's final mission, the youth giveaway. And I know I need to get another video out there. So I know it was something that John Solar was extremely vocal about, that this is stalling out and we need to get it pushed. Everybody involved, another video. We need to do some more stuff. It's like maybe what we can. Maybe some of you that like, for instance, Ed, that always jump on this shit right away. Maybe I need to get a video out just so that we can get some pictures of everything involved as of right now, so that you can steal that shit and use it in your video. So you can show it to your subs, in case you have subs that aren't my subs, which is very likely. Zeus, beer with gunpowder in it for the win. Zeus, cheers to the fighting men and women that gave everything for Lady Liberty. We salute you all. Absolutely. Jeff, Gunwild1, what happened? Snowflakes happened. Yeah, sadly. Hazman 440, I'll tell you what the fuck happened. Laugh out loud. Hazman. Cheers, my brother. Joey Cuz. There's the other big can. Joey, give the beer to the brew babe. She can thicken things up. Speaking of hot peppers, where has FJ55 Iron Pig been? That is an excellent question. I talked to him. Now that you mention it, I'll have to. One of the things that yeah, FJ, Josh, what the fuck? I I never even verified that you got that package. I sent him those gators and some shit that came out of that battle box. I'm just trying to, kiss a little ass because as of right now, let's just pretend that he's not listening because I don't need his ego enlarged. Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig, makes the best hot sauce that I have had so far because he has combined a level of very respectable heat with a flavor. It's like the pepper version of smoked red or king salmon. Or the way that one of those Georgia peaches tastes. You know what I'm talking about. Me and that bike seat knows what I'm talking about. Joey Cuz, yeah. You were show prepping the bull. Brad Thomas, hell yeah. Brother, hell yeah, brother suspenders. You gotta love suspenders and nothing else. I mean, that should be acceptable in public, I think. Ed, here, nice brew, babe. I like that too. Play with those suspenders. Ed, cheers. Wade, liberals prefer the taste and texture of man boob, not nice juicy lady titties. That's why you got gigged for sane titties. Probably. Mr. Holster, a minute 59, sir, well done, but then again, it has been a number of days. Yeah. Smile money, damn, second comment and last comment. Where did my life go? Laugh out loud. Killian 426, hi Shelby. Mike says hi. And Christine, because I forgot yesterday. Shit, my bad. Mr. Holster, with a link, I'm guessing, to some AR parts. Yeah, I found one last night. That's really nice because it's stainless steel buffer. Man. Made in Arizona. Yeah. 8.2 ounce Teflon coated chrome spring. Shit. I think I paid the exact same price, Mr. Holster, for the one that I bought, but it was kind of more of a traditional, your kind of looked like it was black, kind of looked like that. Not that I have something against black. But it also came with a tube, and of course the tube will work for AR-15, and everything else that I was finding was actually like stupid expensive. I like the way that looks though. I might have to hang on to that. See, I just knew last night I should not go looking. Because you guys would turn up cooler shit than I ended up buying. Mr. Holster, that's right. My wife's kids. When do I have to get up in the morning? Me, don't give a shit if I ever get up in the morning. I go outside working before daylight. I'll be outside working before daylight. That's right, these people. Smile money. You did not tell Alicia how you love to fondle your guns, did you? Or tell her about all the other wild Odin work dreams you have been having. Nah, not yet. Smile money again. Like I said, if you ever venture down to Philadelphia, you're welcome to be the Batman or Star Wars welcome to the Batman or Star Wars single beds. Also, I have a small shot and beer bar within stumbling distance. Of course, if you ask for any Fruity Trudy craft beers, they will probably throw you out. No, that's fine. I can downshift like with the best of them. Jay Wolf, Nice show prep. Thank you, Jay. Jay, I drank a few sixers of Ta Castle Cream Ale. Light, good lawnmower beer. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Last comment comes from my man. See, I'm just going to throw this out there. There's a bunch of you that I never know, if you want your complete identity hidden. So it's like, for like years I refer to, like for instance, Tardisius, I know better. The man doesn't even show his hands. So like I'm obviously not going to bust out his social security number. My friend, Stainless 4.5, deep behind enemy lines, with an extremely, well, I don't know your entire gun collection, but I know what guns you have. A very tasteful collection. I'm watching this sitting at an airport. Thanks for entertaining me. And I just heard Kurt Cobain in my head right there. Thanks for entertaining me. 26 minutes. Got a blog radio show to do. I suppose I got time for one more of something here. Have I reviewed that? No. Have I reviewed that? No. Have I reviewed that? No. Ooh, this year's version of that. There's only one thing in here that's been reviewed, and that's the Rupture. That's fine. I got through all of the comments, and see, when someone shows up and and maybe deservingly so, rips me for a shitty job doing a brew review. Yesterday was one of those deals. I realized as I shut off the camera and went upstairs to edit this that I never gave my final thoughts or an E-scale for the number 88. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve it. I'm coasting on this one right now because I'm not sure. I drank it, so I mean obviously it's not a 1. And I'll give it more credit. Okay, fine. We'll just get to this first. Where do I put Hop On or Die from the Mexicans pissing on it or in it? I mean, maybe this is what. Maybe that's what that smell is. It's just like the one beer I got from Heffy. Fucking awesome looking bottle. The bomber with the Bombay doors open and it's dropping hops out. It was a fucking awesome looking bottle. This one has a cool cap and a Scully and more Scullys and a skeleton driving a motorcycle. What the fuck? What could possibly go wrong until you open it? On the E-scale, I'm gonna give that a 6.5. Probably would have been different, but I just had this visual of Jim whooping my ass. I know Jim doesn't care. For a long time, it was like almost like being tortured. No, I'm good. A 6.5 is what I'm gonna give that. It's drinkable. I mean, it's unique but not nasty. This is good. Number 88. I could not believe the amount of flavor that beer had for something as light of a mouthfeel, thin in color as it had. But I would, overall, I'd probably still shoot her an 8.5. Now if you could take all of those flavors and then thicken it up and then like double the alcohol percentage, dude, you are in. And they're a brewery just down the hill. They actually took over what used to be a steakhouse, a really good, I mean like a high, like They were one step away from, excuse me, sir, you're not going to get in here without a tie. They were like that. That place was like that, and just boom, they went out of business. I don't know. And they're in the tourist trap area, so there you go. There's that. Hopefully sometime next week I'll have all of the parts in. So I have everything I need to make Alicia rock. A few things will eventually get replaced. Like I said, like for instance, that velocity trigger that's in there. Now, I'd be happy, to purchase another one when the person who I gave it to project comes due. The only thing that worries me is I've seen the curved bow version out there, but I haven't seen the straight bow version out there. And personally, I love the straight bow version. I mean, shit, we got two guns sitting here right now. Velocity with the straight bow, and my Hyperfire that's in the 24-inch with the straight bow. Personally, of all the triggers I've had the opportunity to try and play with, the Hyperfire is hands down my favorite AR platform. John Huber, that's your cue. Get on that AR-15. He is out in Utah right now at a shooting milk jugs. It's a competition, shooting milk jugs at a mile. And I guess they had some fairly young girl build up a rifle out there, a really high-end rifle, and I guess they gave it to her. So he's out there having a good old time. The house gun, I gotta see if I have a holster that works for this. Yeah, I can't say, there's really no particular reason to say not carry it. It would definitely not be a daily carry. It'd be one of those enjoy it for the weekend, just like the SIG and the Smith & Wesson. But yeah, the only thing I need to do is I need to get out there and get a little thing on some more stuff on paper. It came with a replacement front blade, but that was a little bit higher blade, which I still might end up with. But I had some troll make some comments about all my misses on my first video out in the cold shooting this, and yeah, but in my defense, compare it to the same day, the results with the Glock, the race gun, with the Sig Sauer, and what the hell else did I have out there that day? The two different Glocks, all over the steel. This went out when Joey and Nihap were here, and we all kind of had the same results. It's not shooting on with its sights, and the sights look like they are perfectly centered, but I tell you, it's shooting to the left, because I kept walking over and over, and I was like a full target at like 35 yards. I was a full target. Well, not at 35 yards. I was off the steel at 35 yards and hitting the steel. So, and it's the only gun like that. But, trolls, they just want to make their snappy little fucking cunty comments before they have any of the information. Like for instance, it would have gone a lot farther to say, dude, what was with he made some comment about how maybe I should go back and start shooting a .22 because obviously I have no skill. But that day, I could hit the farthest plate more times with the G20 race gun than I could at 35 yards with this one. So pick a good gun, and the sights being on. I know it's not shooting inconsistent, and it shoots so nice and light in comparison to a normal 10 millimeter because of the rotary barrel. It's just, for some reason, it's shooting to the left, so I need to do a little something with these sights. And I guess if I actually scrutinize it, it does actually. The sights could go a little bit in the right direction without them being stupidly obvious that they were moved. Now I see it's got a set, so I don't know once you loosen up that set if there's a lot of pounding involved. I certainly hope not, because it's Glen power, baby. This gun was endorsed by Bald and Curious. Okay, I'm gonna hit the iHeart Club. I've given everybody more than enough time. I'm only gonna hit it one time. I'm gonna see who shows up. My bet is the first person is Smile Money. And I gotta scan down. And my first comment is Smile Money. Smile Money. Oh, a pre-blog radio brew review is on. Cheers. Yes, Smile Money, and you've seen no whiskey, no tequila or anything die in the making of this brew review. So I plan on being fully there and attentive. The subject matter for tonight is something that, as discussed yesterday, what the fuck is happening to each generation, really? I really wish tonight I could get a series of calls spanning some generations, because I really want to know. It just seems like it's so much worse right now than it ever was. Travis. I don't know if that worked or not. Travis will be calling you right back. Next was Aunt Keck. I think I have a new booby and suspender fetish. Aunt Keck, in honor of remembering the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice defending our liberties, whiskey and cowbells. Aunt Keck, titties indeed. Aunt Keck, 3 Voodoo Juicy Haze IPAs down and about to do a comparison between Tullamore Dew and Powers. I think the Powers is better, but you can get back to me. Well, in the theme of today, let's go with the Scullies, and then go with the fucking shit whiskey that Joey thought it'd be funny. Here's your big fucking bottle of Jim Beam. Now, Jim Beam isn't actually terrible when you, say, mix it with something. Keck. Smile Money, nicely done, coming in with the last comment. Joey Cuz, hard-boiled eggs for dinner. My prayers are with Christine. Joey Cuz with the last comment. And yes, I'm still watching this video. Cheers, guys. Hopefully I'll talk to you later. Hopefully, I can give you, Grace, look at how long I've had this. This has only been basically shot at 100 yards, and if memory served, it still had some stuff as far as getting it accurate at 100 yards. And since it's been shot, we've got the sound mitigation buffer from Armaspec in here. And we've got that big tanker brake that Steve Bush told me to buy. We've got the billet dust cover door on Project Alicia, because again, gotta be awesome if I could find someone locally. But if I have to, I can. Damn it. Because of that goddamn stupid Jesus clip, it'd be a lot easier to do this now before I put the Odenwerk handguard on there. Oh well. Cheers, guys. Hopefully I'll talk to some of you tonight and we can like maybe get to the bottom of why the fuck this planet is going to shit. Cheers. We will see you tomorrow. Well, we could see you tomorrow. Okay, fuck it. We might. I might see you tomorrow.